It's the Kentucky Derby. Many bet on the races, hoping to pick the right horse and win big.
Yeah, but financial luck isn't all about gambling, and Tony Zimmer of the Catamaran Financial Group joins us now to help us improve our odds. Talking about the Triple Crown, the financial Triple Crown, right, Tony?
Absolutely. That's what we want to touch on. The Triple Crown, as many people may or may not know, has only been won 11 times in the last century, so it's not an easy task for sure. And basically, and the last one was about 37 years ago.
Yep.
But we can compare it to the financial Triple Crown as well. What happens is that we need to look at the three most important things in most people's lives. The first one, of course, being the ability to pay for college for their children.
Yep.
The way the tuition has been going, it's been amazing. In the last 20 years, a child being born today will probably, the tuition will be about $250,000 for an in-state institution.
Okay.
If you want a private college, it's going to be about double that.
Yeah,
so it's going to be huge. So the key is, it's not just a matter of worrying about it. We got to have a plan in order to get there. So you have to start thinking about maybe paying. Do you want to pay for 100%? Do you want to pay for 50%? Do you want to pay for 75% of the tuition? We all want to get them to have scholarships and so forth, but we just can't count on that. So you got to set money aside to pay for that tuition. And by the way, it's not a bad deal to have your child pay for part of the tuition. I know I paid for my tuition. When I was studying, my buddies were doing their toga parties. So, they got it for free. So it's not a bad thing. Second leg of that trifecta is going to be fulfilling the American dream. And that is to buy that home. Takes planning as well. And in order to do that, if you go to our website, catamaranfinancialgroup.com, there's a mortgage calculator.
Those are nice.
Which can be very, very beneficial.
Okay.
And basically, what you need to do, it's going to vary. You got to know what you want to buy. You need to know what you can afford. You need to have the dollar amounts in place. And by using that calculator can help you significantly. So make sure you do that. Having a nice down payment is going to be a huge part.
That's obviously we got a lot of trouble. A lot of people not putting much down years ago, and suddenly their house was worth less than they owed underwater. Exactly.
Yeah. And besides that, the less you put down, the more interest you're going to be paying over the life of the contract. So make absolutely sure you shore that up.
Okay.
And finally, the third leg of the trifecta, of course, is my favorite subject, and that is funding for retirement.
Probably can never start too early.
You can never start too early. And a survey was done, which is really kind of scary. In about 50% of the cases, people have responded that they were relatively comfortable with their position, or possibly even very comfortable, but most people don't really understand or are naive to what it's really going to take. In a whopping 1/3 of them, they said that they have less than $1,000 put away for retirement. If you're 20 years old, that's not bad, but when you're 58, 65, so forth, that's going to be a huge problem. So again, planning. What you need to do is to start funding that as much as possible. If you have a 401k at work, you want to do that. By all means, you want to make sure that you at least match the employer match. Because if they're matching 100%, you're putting in 6% of your paycheck, they're matching that. You got a 100% return on that money immediately.
That's free money your company's offering you that you might as well take advantage of. And it adds up quick, and it doesn't hurt us back because it's pre-tax dollars, right?
Absolutely.
You don't notice it in your paycheck nearly as much as you think you would.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, my pleasure. No, my pleasure. Good stuff. As always, Tony, we appreciate your time. We love these subjects. Thank you for joining us.